back to FEMA, have we done any more squealing up there, trying to find out what's going on, or?
I have nothing new to report. I went to call him today and never did get through. But nothing new to report. That's, I guess, basically it. Our money is still sitting down at a desk in Kansas City at FEMA for that final payment. And then Butch Brinks did get together with the FEMA folks, and that was last week. I think he got together with them. And again, I didn't get a hold of Butch, so I don't have an answer about if anything came out of that. But he was hand-delivering that letter that I gave to you last time.
Yeah, well, I'm just, again...
So, let's say we get the FEMA thing going, and we package this into the contract with the guys doing the work, so we can maybe get a little better deal even? I know that FEMA's going to pay a percentage of that, but when we hire that contractor, would we then have to pay that mobilization fee or whatever? If that same contractor scooted this in at the same time?
Certainly. If my concern on that, though, Tim, is the timing of it.
Yeah,
that everything is so far out potentially on that FEMA deal.
Okay.
But if it is that we would get a project ready to go and we get an overhead contractor for FEMA, this would just be a little side agreement with them while they're here.
Maybe it saves a little.
And if you were to do it for the same bid price, you've already done the process of going out for bids.
Together, okay, let's just, just see
Yeah.
where we're at.
But you guys can all see where I'm coming from. I'm just...
My only concern is if we spend this money, is that when we go to do the FEMA one, we don't have the money to do our share of the FEMA one. I don't want to get us in a hole so bad. I know we're going to have to borrow that money anyway, but, you know, I don't want to jeopardize that one.
Exactly.
To do something else.
Well, I think that's what we're going to take a look at as a council, by piecing it. I mean,
Yeah, we may have to piece it up.
you know what I'm saying? Just that we just, instead of doing the whole works, we just got to do what we have to. That will come back to you.
Send out for bids. Can you send out for a separate one to do what has to get done?
Like Vogel in the hotel.
One if they want to bid it two different ways.
Well,
So we at least know what that costs.
here's another suggestion I can make. Once you get them prices back, say, can you do these two jobs for us right away?
Okay.
I worked with Leroy Schoen for a long time, and I mean, they'll work with you.
So we need to do the rest, Vogel,
I think
the rest.
we'll all work with you. There's much competition that's going on. Right now, it's a buyer's market because there's not a whole lot of activity there. And like I said, I got a brother in the business, and there's so many people bidding this stuff that it's getting to be a real cutthroat deal. I mean, there again, you got to be careful. Sometimes the cheapest ain't the best, but that's what it's going to come down to. You need to look through these bids. You'll know a lot better than what I will when you go through all these bids. You're the lead man on this deal, so that's why it's going to be important that you.
Another thing, when you give a contractor that opportunity, they get their foot in the door.
Exactly.
They're going to do a good job for you. Because they're going to want to pick up extra work.
Exactly. So I think that's we should just go about piecing it out if we have to, but get a total, and then we can go back to start negotiations.
That was my intent on this deal. The only thing that won't be buried in this town, you guys, is on Main Street, south of here, where you see the street light wires overhead yet. Because I had to cut it off somewhere. But say if we did all this, the only overhead wire in Lakeview would be from the library to one block south. Otherwise, all our wires in the ground.
I'm learning something here, dude. I'm going to ask a question. You say when you bury a line, that don't last forever. What does it typically, what's a good time frame? Like I said, I don't have a clue.
The first wires, when we started burying wire, was 1974, and they said 30 or 40 years. Some wire in the ground didn't last 10 years.
Is that because of
the soil?
Water
got into the wire. We've got wire from 1974 yet in the ground.
Okay.
So Lakeview, I tell you what happens. Lakeview's a gravel pit. And when you have electrical wire, you want it in dry soil. What better is dry soil than gravel? Water, when it rains, water comes in and gets away. So the wire is laying in the dry in the dry ground.
Okay, well, I just, like I said,
So, yeah.
I think next month we got another 30.
30 miles.
You gotta keep knocking on wood, because
Well, I understand, nobody can control that, but I just want to get an idea what we're facing.
yeah.
Okay.
This got nothing to do with this project, but the pole back here that we put the street light on, for when we did the streetscape, that's not doing anything anymore, is it?
It's the security light for the bank.
The bank wants a security light, by God, they got plenty of money, I'll go tell Mr. Kettering, he gets a fee.
I can plead it in Scott can take over. We've also got one at Harbor Hank.
They can bolt into their buildings, couldn't they?
They were put up for temporary lighting while Main Street lights were out.
And they liked them so
And I
well?
got, don't take that light down.
I would go over and talk to the bank and see if we could put it on my building.
The bad thing, Tim, is that we left them there because we shut them off, and 4th Street is just
Oh, I know it is.
horribly dark.
I know it. And I wouldn't have a problem with being mounted in my building. I just want the pole.
I even thought of,
pain in my rear end.
well, Tim, what I thought about is mounting that to that street light right there. You know, the metal light on the sidewalk.
It sounds like a plan somewhere to get rid of these poles.
The bad
I'm just
thing
happy
is-
to get rid of the other one that was in the middle of the parking spots. That was
Well,
real.
that
was always quite a gem there.
That was broke off when I first moved here. Somebody did it.
We talked about that flag light out there, too.
Yeah.
They put up the flag light today.
They did. I thought I saw them over there today.
We put a sign up with your name on it.
Well, actually, the person you need to talk to is Royce. Because Royce is the one who came to me.
It needed to be done. It's
Yeah,
done.
it did. I was going to tell Scott tonight, if we don't have a light up there, then starting tomorrow, he has to take down the flag every...
We did.
I knew we
Right
should
is
have done
right.
that.
If you looked at it, we did the best we could with what we had. And the only thing I could
I'm sure it's fine.
that'd be different is if the paint matched. But we were at Hardware Hank, the closest thing he had was Ford blue.
Oh, Ford Blue, that's kind of...
It's a-
I think we're more New Holland.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Bill.
You bet.
Okay, health insurance?
Well, how long do you think it'll take to get bids back, would you say?
What I'm going to try to do is have them out, I'm going to try to have them back by the 1st of May.
Okay.
You realize that's only gives them 30
By the
days.
first of May?
Get them out tomorrow.
Yeah, by the 1st of April.
April.
Sorry. I want it done by the 1st of May.
April Fool.
Yeah, we're going to get this out tomorrow, get the contract, that gives them 2 weeks to get their bids back. I've got that bidders list also, some of them bids, the guys are out of North Dakota, I'm not going to send it to them guys, just too far away.
That went up to my brother's registry. KMW.
I might have that, Scott, on that list too. Yeah.
Is it doing breeders?
I got a pencil, you can send them to the sharp.
I kill her, but I'm work on it.
On that ice storm deal, I got the bidder's list from our engineer,
Okay.
overhead contractors and underground contractors.
But that was my intent to bring, I looked at the whole system, and
Yeah, like I said,
I realized money, that's the most important thing.
as long as we got an opportunity.
Because we cut the money tree down.
Where did that?